sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, a mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically, kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him on any given.
Hit behind the line and the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did, giving you a gift with the turnover and some really optimal field position. Wouldn't it be rude, Kate, of them not to accept that gift and put an early lead?
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd down, Herbert. McConkey's got it on the sideline. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36. And the Chargers will have a first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now Herbert again. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Dobbins on first and goal. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Running for it with Dobbins. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Throwing on first is Herbert. On target to Dobbins. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. He's got it, room to run.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Palmer motioning right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He has it at the 13. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Broncos get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Pressure coming for Nix. Mims with the ground. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Up the gut they go with Williams. Across midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first down, Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the 31. Dulcich hauls it in. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They toss to Williams, headed right. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Nix off the play action. Finding Reynolds. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Blitz coming, Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos start to fight back with their first points in this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. First and 10, here's Herbert. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Herbert from the gun. Finds McConkey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Johnston brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Herbert throwing again. That throw finds Johnston. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
Got a man, Palmer has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Herbert to throw once more. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. It's Herbert once more. It's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now, here's third and goal. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's brought down for a loss. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Nix from the gun. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
We've reached the break. The Chargers visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 41. Pass taken in by Sutton. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Nix. Stays in the pocket. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Chargers take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Herbert on 1st down. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he's tackled for a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now, Herbert. Got him in over the middle, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Looking right, and he brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Herbert now, blitz coming. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed to Sutton. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Nix off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On the give, this is Edwards. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Reeled in at the 7. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
At the 7-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. It's 2nd and goal. They'll motion a tight end left. Again, it's going to be Dobbins. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. So now, here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. To throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw it. Completed to Reynolds. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And he's going to take a knee. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. And they'll kneel this down. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Denver.